Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and today I'm hanging out with the chickens out in my garden, and well, there's some of them, as long as some chicken poop on top of the rabbit tractor. I wanted to start off by announcing I'm caught on a stick. Okay, no, in all actuality, I wanted to announce the winner of my seed giveaway from my last video is Star. At least that's your screen name. So Star, send me an email with your shipping information and I'll go ahead and get that seed blend sent out to you. Sorry for the delay. It might be a little late season, but the seeds are fresh enough that you could plant them in the spring as well. So okay, I'm untangled from the stick. At the time of recording, it is September 30th, so we're just starting to see a little bit of autumn colors popping up on some of the trees. I'm still getting bean harvests. My zinnias seem to be kind of tuckering out a little bit. That's okay. Here in this bed behind me, you can see there's super saggy PVC piping. I had planted some stonecrop sedum, some strawberries, and we had a volunteer sunflower, so it looks like we may actually get a late season sunflower. Beep boop right there, which I think was actually a volunteer from the black oil sunflower seeds that I give to my chickens. So, and you can see they really like rummaging through the beds. Speaking of beds, I did put down more cardboard that I hoard on these beds to try to kill back some of the grass. It's a mess, you guys. Like, it really got away from me again, like 5th year running. So that's a tradition that I'm probably gonna keep. But I went through, ouch, sorry, don't mean shaky cam, making people seasick. So here in this bed, you can see there's Kakarot, our orange bunny. But in this bed, I actually went through and used, it's in the front yard right now, but I got a 4-tined like garden fork. I also have a pitchfork. Those were birthday presents that Randy got for me. The pitchfork has come in very handy for turning the compost, and just it's perfect. It's perfect for what it's for, and that's for pitching manure, basically, for cleaning out stalls and like mucking and stuff. But I used the 4-tined garden fork, super heavy duty, for in this bed here behind me, and it was thick with grass roots. Like, you can see all this mess here off to the side of it and stuff. That was all grass that I pulled out of the bed. Of course, I didn't get before and after pictures because it's not like I keep a vlog about this stuff or anything. Fun. So onions have basically taken over this bed here, like 100%, except for a maple tree that I'm gonna need to move and some poison ivy. But onions have completely taken over this bed, so I'm gonna need to go ahead and harvest them while they're still green. And I was thinking about dehydrating them, that way I could, you know, have maybe for like soup mix or something. But they're weird, they bulb at the top of the onion plant, and we actually have one here. You can kind of see maybe how it fell over. Yeah, hey chicken. You can see how it kind of just fell over, and these were the bulbs at the top, and now they're making new onions. So I also really need to work on my camera skills. The mosquitoes are horrendous out here right now, and I've put mosquito dunks into any standing water. Like, I've got 2 ponds that the pumps are broken in. I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're trying to catch a possum and a groundhog, but I caught a chicken in the live trap earlier today, so I've got it closed because they ate all of the bait out of it. And then I came out here and Carmel was just sitting in there, like she had made a nest. She's like just happily in the trap, and I was like, oh my god, stop it. Now, so today or tomorrow, I'm actually going to be planting this bed after I get it like raked and cleaned out a little bit more. I'm going to be planting it with some spinach, radishes, some lettuce mixes, and different things, and I'll be keeping you guys up to date on that probably in another month. We'll see how things grow. hopefully in the coming months, we're going to be, like probably the next 2 months, I'm going to be moving my raspberry bushes and cutting the canes back almost to the ground so that I can dig up the root balls and get them transferred to this long bed along the driveway where I'm going to have them espaliered against the fence. And then we're actually going to be converting the shed here into a wood shop for Randy and building a little bit more of an enclosure, like chicken coop, winterized chicken coop around the overhang that's kind of back there. So that'll be another thing that we will be posting about. I say we, I guess me and the chickens. Yeah. My Thai basil is doing fantastically whenever I can keep the groundhog out of it. Or groundhogs, I'm not entirely certain. And then we have a gentleman who's mowing our grass now, and I think he does a fantastic job, but that's leaving me a lot of time to focus more on getting the flower beds and everything in order. So just opening up here so we can come through. I'm hoping as soon as it gets cold enough that the mosquitoes start dying back, I'll be able to start using my aerial rigging. But I really love this shade garden. I love the path. I had meant to do, if you search spiral garden path, you'll find all sorts of like mosaics and stuff made, but I really wanted to do something with this path, so that might be happening this winter. Just, we will see how things go. And you can see I've got like, really, Vaughn? Really, what are you doing with your life? But I did want to show you some of the plants and plans. Now also here I have some brush on the top of this wheelbarrow, but I had sifted some of the compost. Sorry, you can see our dilapidated house. I don't even know if that's the, I don't think that's the right word for it. But yeah, these are just some cuttings from the front yard. But you can see here all of this nice compost was sifted from the chicken enclosure, and I was using it to plant some flowers that we got on clearance actually from the grocery store. And so, but I was able to sift all the little, any parts of the compost that weren't quite decomposed or ready yet got stuck up in the sifter that I had on top. I'll actually do a video, I think, about, if you guys are interested, about how I do my composting system and how I go about sifting it out so that I can use it in my beds. Now, to show you where I'm going to be using this stuff, I also use it as a potting medium, but it seems to really hold moisture. I have some heucheras down here. There's 1, 2, 3 heucheras that are a little, their roots are showing because the hugelkultur bed that I had done them in is all like settling. But now over here we have some hostas and caladiums are coming through. You can kind of see there's some really nice, they didn't do well basically all summer because the bed wasn't getting very much water. It's got some really heavy tree coverage over it. But as autumn has started setting in, we were getting more rain there at the end of the summer, they've really started showing their faces. And then up here in the front, oh, snagged on another branch. We have the garden hose laying about everywhere. And I'm gonna come through. And so we got mums, y'all. You can kind of see, I'll bring you in a bit closer. And sorry for the traffic noises, but we have some asters and mums and a black-eyed Susan, and I planted alliums and daffodils around the center of these black walnut trees actually that got planted by a squirrel, and they were just perfectly centered, so we decided to keep them. And then I also have hyacinths and daffodils around the edge, so I'm really excited about that. And next I have to tackle is the front flower bed, which is still in quite a state, but our roses are blooming again. Getting some nice, oh gosh, I'm so sorry that I'm horrible at camera-ing. But you can see we're getting a nice second wave of the roses. If I can keep the bindweed from growing up them. And it's just, everything's just still such a mess. But we're slowly and steadily, now that we're home again, getting it back in order. Here's my garden fork, because clearing out that that concrete ring was a nightmare, you guys. It was so super just, I mean, there was almost no dirt in the first like 6 inches because it was just solid grass roots. And so I almost, I was like sliding the tines of the garden fork down along the inside edge of the concrete ring and then kind of like leveraging up, and I almost snapped it, and I was like, I need to do something differently. But I got it cleaned out and fresh compost put in it and all the grass roots taken out and fresh mums and bulbs planted in there. So I'm really excited to share that bed with you guys in the spring, because hopefully it will start looking a little bit more like the guy that we paid to come mow our grass actually called me and was like, do you rent this house out? Because I think whoever lived here abandoned it. And I was like, no, I'm inside. Because it is pretty rough. Like, this house is a huge fixer-upper, and we're trying. Like, we're getting there. Oh, hey!
Sorry.
It's my neighbor.
You guys have chickens, and I like chickens.
Hey guys, so I had a nice chat with my neighbor, and the chickens are starting to put themselves to bed, but this is the enclosure that I was talking to y'all about that we're going to get enclosed the rest of the way for the chickens, because just talking with a neighbor about it actually, we think it's going to be a pretty rough winter, so I really want to have a nice warm place to be able to put my rabbits and my chickens. That way they'll be nice and comfy. But if you guys have any questions or anything or any ideas, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about what's going on in your fall-time garden. And also, I've been watching sorry, I'm itching my mosquito bites. I know I'm not supposed to, but it feels so good. I've been watching a lot of 1 Yard Revolution, and if you guys haven't watched 1 Yard Revolution here on YouTube, I would recommend that, because I'm learning so much and getting so inspired for planting seeds in the dirt. You wanna come here? Good. Ow! But I don't know, I'm excited to be home for the winter, and to kind of just get everything back in order. So also I'd be taking future video requests also. If you guys have anything in particular garden related that you'd like to know about, or about my weight loss adventure. Currently I'm down 26 pounds, which is phenomenal, because that's like way better than I thought I would be doing, honestly. Like I'm in a little bit of a state of disbelief, but I'll let y'all have your day back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And they won't stay in their coop. They like to sleep on top of that old rabbit cage. But I'll see y'all in my next video, so keep on keeping it on, y'all. Bye!